No, I can hear you. I got my headphones on. I can hear you. Now, one day, I'm gonna do it. We've been talking about this whole YouTube thing for a while now, but I'm gonna do it one day, man. Yeah, I can hear you. You on FaceTime now? No, no. No, I'm on my iPad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one day I'm gonna do it. I'll figure it out. Yep. I mean, they got a lot of people out there right now doing the whole YouTube thing, so I'll figure it out. You just do what you say you gonna do. I'm gonna do it one day, all right? Watch. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna put it out. You're gonna be surprised. So you just do what you gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. All right. All right, man. All right, it's good to see you again. Yep. All right, man. God bless. All right, have a good one. Yep. One day. I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna do it one day. They always talking about just hitting that button. One day I'm gonna hit that button and I'm gonna start recording.
What's going on? My name is Patrick Logan and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want the most updated videos, please click that notification bell. Let's get into this. Now, you may call your grandma Nana, you may call her Nana or just Grandma, but when we grew up, we called our grandmother Medea. She was just a typical grandmother. That's what I seen. Until one day, my mother began to tell me about my grandmother and my grandfather's life growing up. Other than that, I'm grinding, man, ready to get off. But I got the rest of the day, then I'm going to go ahead and hit it up for the gym. All right, see you guys there. Yeah, about to get this session in. Work's over. Get these headphones on. I'm going to go up and I think I'm going to work some back today, man. Got to look back. Cast me not away from thy presence. Please don't take your spirit from me. Restore the joy of salvation, so I may worship you. So if you have that stable job and you want YouTube to actually become your source of income, then, great. Get to that point. But until then, don't just up and quit your job because you see, quote unquote, other people did it. No, don't do that stuff. That's not a good move. That's not smart, okay? Let's talk about young people in finances. I see a lot of young people on YouTube. See the sink? I just finished up. That's the back right there. If you can see it. But yeah. You know how it is. Yeah, Afro, rocking a bit. God bless. Y'all have a good weekend. Love you guys. Such a fast. But this is just young. We're in right now, but like I said, I'm pretty much done with the other portion of the workout. So I'm trying to get it in so y'all can be part of what I'm about to talk to you about when I go to the house. All right, I'll see you in a minute. doing on here. We've all been given an opportunity to be on the platform, and it's free, which is good. But with that platform comes also a lot of responsibility that we really don't think about until it's too late. All right? Being on the YouTube platform, you got to understand a lot of your information they have access to now. They have access to this footage, what you say, what you do, all of that stuff. All right? Not just you, but the people you share your videos with. So when you're on, support them if that's the case. And if somebody supports you back, go back to their channel and watch their content. And if it's something you want to subscribe to, go ahead and subscribe to them. But do not go back and take the subscription back if an individual actually supported you and you supported them. So with that being said, love you guys, man. The next video is dropping on Tuesday, and I'll see y'all then. Have a good weekend.
Song I actually came up with on the way back. I think it was on the way back from an event we had done in either San Angelo or I forgot what it was, but we were traveling back from somewhere, and I said, I was listening to a lot of my inspiration to do. So let me cover some of the backstory real quick. Again, when I first tried to do gospel rap, right, I wasn't really, because of the way I had been trained.
YouTube name, Embracing Everyday Realities, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to have a platform where I can reach out to individuals and let them see someone that looks like them live everyday life and being able to provide maybe solutions and things in life for things that I've experienced and that can be helpful to others. That's my purpose on YouTube. I want to just take you off the wheel. I can. I'm paraphrasing, but pretty much that's what it was. We are the clay in the hands of our Creator. So when did you get the authority to tell God that you're not going to do something? And that's why our society is suffering, because mankind has made a determination. I'm going to tell God what it is I want to do, if he even exists. But I tell you this, whether you believe it or not, he does exist. And he's coming back. The scripture says he's coming back for a church that's made ready, without spot or wrinkle. I'm not telling you that you have to believe in God. You're an adult. You can believe what you want to believe. But you better be prepared to suffer the consequences. But I'm not willing to take on those consequences, because I know what the book says. The book says one day that this world is going to decline the way we see it right now. And it's not going to stop there. It's going to get worse and worse. The scripture says in the book of Matthew chapter 24, the love of many shall wax cold. People that once loved God and knew God, they're not going to love him. Is key. And once everything's done, go and make sure the coals and stuff burn, to the point where they can ash over. And here it is. Once I put the grills and stuff on top, and once they've ashed over, I spread them apart before I actually put the grill on. And here I am with the meat. I like to set my meat on the outside because the heat's so hot on the inside. But if you set it far enough on the outside, it'll start to cook thoroughly all the way through. Here I am. I flipped it over, and you can see the meat starting to get a crust on it on one side or whatever, not cooking too fast, but slow. Cleaning carpets is, man, it's no joke, because especially when it's just you just moving everything around, and you see me pushing furniture around, and then, I make sure everything's out the way and move everything I need to move, and pulled everything I needed to pull out the way. But I eventually got it done. And then afterwards, just making sure the carpets and stuff are decent, getting a vacuum in, all of that stuff, making sure everything is good. Like I said, just moving the furniture I need to. And now here I am with the vacuum, making sure, I actually clean up the carpets and stuff before I actually use the carpet cleaner with the actual solution. I went ahead and vacuumed everything I could off the floors to make sure everything was good to go. So I know you guys didn't want to hear no noise of the vacuum cleaner. So that's why I'm doing a voiceover for this portion, because it was actually noisy. I listened to everything, and it was really, really noisy. And I'm like, man, I wouldn't want to. So if you listen to this, you need a will if you don't have a will. Because if you don't have a will, you're going to fall upon somebody else's will. All right? So make sure you take time. Go down to the courthouse, you said? Courthouse has or some new purse. Go down there, pay the money, get you. She talking about some whoa. No, serious. All right, because we're dealing with everyday situations that we actually need to be involved with our family, and make sure they're taken care of. So instead of spending money on the things that you really don't need, make sure you go ahead and purchase a will for your family to make sure our families are taken care of and that they have a peace of mind if something does happen.
Absolutely. And so, to kind of recap, you want to ensure that you have a will. You want to ensure that will.
A lot of people want you to just immediately drop everything, and they want to give you this diet plan, and they want you to start today or tomorrow. But what I found effective is a individual can slowly introduce new eating habits into their life, and they will be more effective. That's what I have done down through the years, and it has worked for me. I know there's different recipes and things that we have used down through the years, and it tastes good, but you got to get away from that stuff. You have to try more healthy options and maybe make the same thing, but make it more healthier. Okay? So the first thing first you got to do, you got to start incorporating better eating habits. Early morning workflow, dress for work, got the mask on. They starting to mandate out of state. About to take the kids to the Y. See you soon. I'll be starting my very first YouTube page. The name of my YouTube page is Embracing Everyday Realities. The content that I'm putting out will be based on opportunities that come to the average individual. In other words, we experience realities through life experiences, our job, our families.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he describes by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
Embracing everyday realities. Embracing them. That could work.